With 2020 bringing the whole world to a halt, many bands have spent the time away from touring to work on new music. Now, with a potential end in sight for COVID and a life under restrictions, many bands are preparing to drop some new music and get back on the road. So let's run through a whole bunch of highly anticipated releases for this year. Now, before we start, while some of these releases are confirmed and expected, some are just rumours.
Every Time I Die completed recording their 9th studio album last year, but are waiting for live shows to return before it's unveiled. They've released 3 singles so far, and vocalist Keith Buckley describes the new album in an interview as 16 of the best songs we've ever written.
Dying Wish, a hardcore band from Portland, have been on the rise and dropped a banger of a song last year called Innate Thirst. Their debut album was recorded last year, so keep an eye out for an update on that soon.
The brain behind Beartooth, Caleb Shomo, confirmed back in November last year via Twitter that a 4th full-length album is complete. There's no confirmed date yet, but it's slated for this year, and the previews he has shared on Twitter have fans more than excited.
Avenged Sevenfold started working on their upcoming 8th album back in 2018, and at the end of February this year, vocalist M Shadow said the album is 70% done, but it won't see a release until touring is able to happen.
Varials have spent their time off over the last few months recording and vlogging these sessions on their YouTube channel. There's no official announcement yet, and recording may still be ongoing, but Varials are a hardcore band to keep an eye on.
Bring Me the Horizon released the immense post-human survival horror last year, and band member Jordan Fish has said that they are focusing their next release for early 2021. They're planning 4 releases under the post-human title, so we're probably due some news pretty soon.
The deathcore band Whitechapel announced on January 1st of this year that during their time off due to cancelled tours, they finished their 8th studio album and it released sometime in 2021.
In an interview last September, Bullet for My Valentine's guitarist Padge revealed that the band have around 20 songs written for a new album and plan to enter the studio before the end of 2020. The band have been relatively quiet on social media, but an announcement may be coming soon.
In 2020, Poppy released her 3rd album, I Disagree, to rave reviews, but it seems there might be plenty more to come. It was announced in December that a follow-up is in the works and is 95% complete, so we should probably expect some news very soon.
Louisiana metal band Cane Hill are reportedly recording a series of EPs to release throughout 2021. The first of these EPs, titled Crude de l'Amour Volume 1, is already out, and 2 subsequent volumes are expected.
Under Oath initially planned to release a new album last autumn, but it was pushed back due to the pandemic. They've used this time to fine-tune some songs and have now started posting cryptic messages on social media, leading fans to theorise that a new album may be close.
As is the case for nearly all of the bands on this list, Wage War took some time last year in the lockdown to write some more music. The band tweeted a small teaser video back in April of 2020 of some recording of this, but there are no further announcements or updates being given so far, so this is still speculation.
Originally planned for winter of 2020 but delayed due to the ongoing pandemic, Ghost are now looking to a late 2021 release for their upcoming 5th album.
Veil of Maya spent some time in 2020 to record a new album, and recently released a single titled Viscera. No announcement has been made yet on the album release, but this new single indicates it is soon on the horizon.
Parkway Drive's Winston McCall told Rock Sound in an interview back in spring of 2020 that the band had began writing for a new album. Although he told fans not to expect anything soon, it could be possible that the album is finished by now and ready for a release this year.
Trashboat spent the latter part of 2020 in the studio and released new song He's So Good in February. There's no official date for the new album yet, but keep your eyes peeled.
Upon a Burning Body released an incredible album Southern Hostility in 2019 and have been working on a follow-up album, sharing this news on their Instagram.
Don Broco spent the summer hard at work in the studio, teasing their antics with producer Jason Perry on YouTube. The release date is still unknown, but with the Slam Dunk Festival headline slot coming in September, we should expect to hear something by then.
Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich said in an interview back in April 2020 that Metallica could work on their next album while in lockdown. The writing is still ongoing, but the biggest band in metal could be bringing us a new album this year.
After Spiritbox's EPs, and particularly single Holy Roller, this may be one of the most anticipated debut albums in recent times. The band confirmed via Twitter that March 1st was their final day in the studio, so be prepared for an album possibly towards the end of the year.
4 members of Slipknot, Corey Taylor, Clown, Jim Root and Sid Wilson, have planned to release an album a couple of times in the past few years. This album, written back in 2008 alongside the recording of Slipknot's All Hope Is Gone album, has been described as an experimental album with a Radiohead vibe. It is speculated for release sometime this year, although nothing official has been announced.
Guys, from all those anticipated releases, what are you most excited for?
I'm very excited for the new Don Broco album. I loved their previous one, Technology, so I'm interested to hear how they managed to follow it up.
Beartooth, a band that really resonate well with me. I love all of their music. I've seen them live multiple times, and this album's been teased for quite a while now, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what these new songs are like. Veil of Maya, a band I've got really into over the past year in particular. These new teaser songs I'm really enjoying. They're fantastically written. I think the band is stepping up to another level, and I really want to see how this new album will drop. And then always one of my favourite bands of all time, Slipknot. As soon as it was kind of revealed about the potential of this alternative release, I guess, and what it might contain and how different musically it's going to be, I really want to hear it, and hopefully we get the chance to see this different side to a band that have been around for 20 plus years and we kind of know everything about them.
Like many others, I'm also looking forward to Spirit Box's debut. They're being hyped up by a lot of people within the metalcore scene, so there's a lot of eyes on them for this album.
I'm really excited for 2 debut full lengths from Dying Wish and Spirit Box. I'm really excited for Trash Boat after hearing He's So Good, and I'm always excited for Bring Me the Horizon. What are you guys at home looking forward to most, and what bands did we miss that are planning releases this year? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and like this video if you found it helpful. And while you're here, why not hit subscribe? We have a monthly podcast, reviews, little news videos like this and more coming soon for you to check out. Thanks for watching.